Yeah, that's decent. Alright. How many we got in? We got 13 drivers currently. No, not yet. He's still having a number 2. Actually, I'll double check if the stream's working. Although I'm gonna get a bloody ad, so it's not good. But Twitch ads are more annoying than YouTube ads, to be honest. Nah, and then they're a solid 30 seconds of just shit. Let's see. Yep, there you go. It's working fine. I don't know if it's picked up your audio. It got a snippet of mine. So I'm 50% of the way. Yeah, my brother and mum both have the XS, and that thing's decent. Yeah, I'm an Android guy, so. Oh, I've done that, yeah. Yeah, same. By the way, your audio's not included in this currently, but yeah, no, I've done the same with energy drinks. I've got, what do I got up on my shelf? I've got Red Bull. What's the red one? It's this red can.
It's the watermelon one, ain't it? Something like that.
Yeah, the watermelon one. Yeah, I've got the winter one. I'm trying to get the summer one, but
I have the yellow one, the green one. They're alright.
Oh, I also have a couple of Monster Energy ones too. They're hidden all the way back, but I've got a Lewis Hamilton Monster Energy.
I don't have any of those ones. I'm really annoyed. I wish I had some of them.
Yeah, like they were in stock for a long time, and like I remember the Lewis Hamilton ones being there for a while, and they actually tasted pretty good. And I'm just like, oh yeah, these are good. And then they just disappeared one day. I mean, I guess energy drink companies would do that, but it's a shame because it was actually really decent. But I've got someone else who's joined. I'm not sure who it was. I got 16 though. Oh, it's Signs. Signs has joined.
Oh, it doesn't have the fucking tag. I can't just direct message him.
Good quality burp.
Like, can we have him go to, can confirm it's your boy. It's stupid.
Oh, my phone's crashed. Nice.
Alpha. Isn't that a Red Bull actually? Let me have a look.
No one. Oh well, in terms of
McNeil's
like actual
is there.
seats.
Yeah,
currently.
I'm just trying to figure out.
Yeah, McNeil's is there. Yeah.
Who the fuck is that a Red Bull? Oh, it's Muck Pink. Oh no, but he's been. Oh fuck! I forgot we have a. Actually, citrus. We go one. Because Elong's trying to get in. Just. Fuck, it's your boy's dumb sometimes, man.
It's your boy slander, but
Fuck
I mean,
the
I don't know what goes on in the background.
I'll send you a picture
anyway.
of where are you fucking where the f they are. I'll send you a video of my cans, my messy desk.
Oh, no problem.
So it's got all of them ones, and the Rockstar, the new ones, and then the old ones, and then there's mothers back there. Those are different named can Coke ones. That fell on the floor. That's whatever. The Red Bull. That one. Oh, fuck, what was this one? This is my favourite one. The winter one. Yeah. That's it. I have the music one, whatever it was. Alright, what was the time? Yeah, alright, we go now. Fuck waiting for cunts.
I mean, we've got a 15 car lobby here, so this can go decently. Yeah, there you go. God, you got a lot of Monster Energy cans. All different ones too. All nice, because, yeah. The cans are nice. Red Bull and Monster make the nicest energy drink cans, though.
Yeah. It's your boys like, bro, Rapids Reserves system is F, and I'm like, bro, you're effing dumb. Shut the F up.
Oof.
Oh my god.
Someone on my snaps got their P's, and in the background's a nice green XR6 FG Falcon. Very nice.
Good, now they listen.
Let's go! We have all but... Oh, hang on.
Caden. Of course it's Caden. Who else would it be?
We had someone else had not read it up beforehand, and I wasn't sure who it was. But nonetheless... Alright, well here we go.
Yes.
Round whatever.
Round something. Yes. Sprint.
I think it's round 8.
Yeah, I think it is. Yes, we have a new format today. There's who is that?
Yeah. So we do qualifying as normal.
Oh, is that
well, actually,
citrus?
What citrus? It's a fruit. But anyway,
yeah,
so we do
citrus.
a standard.
My
we
bad.
do a standard once. We do a singular 17-minute qualifying session, which is then followed by a 25% race, which will then determine the order. So basically, the order here determines the order for the 25% sprint race, which then determines the order for the 50% race.
Yes.
So slightly longer format than standard,
but more
but
time
it might work
spent
better
on track.
here.
So
Exactly, and it might work better on here than it would in the actual Formula One World Championship. Which, if you ask me personally, it doesn't really work. But
no, it should be
no.
right. They do. They have a free
Monza's
tyre choice for the 50% race as well, I think.
Right.
Correct.
Okay. So they.
Yeah.
That's fair enough, I guess. It's just interesting to me because Britain was okay. The sprint quality was all right. Italy's was. Yeah, it existed. The race overshadowed both sprint qualifyings, in my opinion, for different reasons. I forgot to turn on the track map. That might help a bit. We've got a Red Bull heading out, and we have a Alpha. Yes, I was correct. Both Red Bulls are out on track now. Very nice. And I've got to remember to enable the telemetry every week. So that's fun. Don't know why the game just does that by default, but it's something I always complain about because it's something to complain about. It's a stupid thing. Alright, so most of the cars are out. So, what? How many are out on track right now? See, at least 5. Well, 3 are heading through turn 1, 2 complex. Yeah, we've got about 10 cars. Actually, more than that at this point. About to start their
yeah, we'll go out.
laps.
I did something. Oh, that's not what I would do.
So the sole Alfa Romeo running this week, well, at least for now anyway, he could join mid-session, is Dr. JDM.
Oh, the goat
We're
himself.
going to see the goat himself, and we're going to see the first... We're likely to see, unless there's a mistake, we're likely to see the first time lapped from this dude. I should actually turn back on Twitch on my phone so I can see if there's any comments. We've already got a yellow flag in Sector 1, which is...
Bramer's joined.
Okay.
So...
Okay. We've got some rather
Fanatical,
interesting...
what the...
It was
You
Caden as well. They were just kind of carving up the track for...
And stupid effing
They
beep.
might be trying a new sprint track layout. But-
Jaded and fanatical. Oh gosh.
well, nonetheless, we've got a car about to go across the start-finish line here, along with a Williams that's about to head out on track. So this will be timed rather interestingly, provided the... we'll see what Williams it is, actually, if I check the thing. It's War Machine, actually. War Machine doesn't appear to be in the way of him for now, although it's going to be interesting to see, because we have JDM coming up turn 1, turn 2 rather quickly, and it's Ain't No Kid. I thought it was War Machine, but...
Nah, of course it's Kid. Kid's always in the way.
He's fine. He's quicker than he was in the last game.
That is true.
Got plenty of cars out on track. In fact, all but 2 cars, I think, are out on track. All but 3, sorry, are out on track. That's rather interesting to me because this track's a short track, and it's noted that the more cars that are out on track, the more congested it is, and this track doesn't handle congestion all that well. We have a car that's off. We have a Red Bull that's off. Hunter Hardwidge.
That's
front
citrus.
wing.
But, you know, that's one of my
Citrus,
tier 3 drivers, and I see you know, up the boys, you know, same with Perks, you know, up the boys, up the lads.
Up the
Doing
boys.
bits that finish more races than I do.
Up the boys, but his front wing's missing, so that's not ideal.
Nah,
He's gone off the
practice,
gravel again.
Right? Practice. Dirty air practice.
17 time practice. Yeah, he's off the track again.
I teach him very well,
That's
right? I teach him very well.
I'm sure you do, but the front wing damage.
Nah, it's alright.
Nonetheless, JDM's about to cross the.
My boy Perks invalidated.
Perks invalidated, but JDM's about to set the first time session, the lap of the session, and he sets. Actually invalidates it actually. So I've just jinxed myself here. McNeil's will set it, and he sets a 1:24.2. So he set the first timed lap that wasn't invalidated.
That's on the mediums. Well, that's a decent lap.
On the mediums,
Salty on
Salty
softs.
does a 1:22.7. That's
up the boy Salty.
That's about it.
And then Showtime
goes even quicker though.
Lap time to this tumbling.
It's a good lap from Showtime though. Second quicker than Salty, so can't fault that.
I think it kind of just shows where people, like, besides McNeil's, I think a lot of the lap times at the moment they're going to be a bit all over the place, just because if you are unaware, they updated this track in a recent update, and they've made it so, you know, you can't abuse any of these curbs or whatnot anymore, like where who's going to Greeny just binned it through the second chicane, and usually you could cut the inside, the start of the chicane, and you'd be able to you'd take so much lap time. And now if you do that, you've got Thunderbirds are going, you're flying through the air, so you do a bit of a really up and then poof. So no.
Yeah, not ideal. Nonetheless, though, Fanatical said he's 1:22.7 on medium, so he's most likely to take up the front, the pole position. Well, you know, not really pole position, but it is. I'd say if he goes out on softs, he's very likely to take it, but we'll have to wait and see. As for the rest of the times that are set here, well, Stroke Race set a 1:34.7, which implies that he had an error on his outlap. We have Aston Martin that's spun, and it's spun back in the right direction. Thankfully, the car was ghosted, although as we'd see a serious accident. But with that all out of the way, we're going to see not necessarily an improved timed lap for McNeil's there. I think he was just getting ready to go out for another full lap, but he's got 2 cars in front of him going into turn 1, which is absolutely not ideal when setting a timed quick lap. In fact, he takes turn 1 and turn 2 quite weirdly, and like tries to warm his tyres, but almost hits I'm a Bird in the process. But Greeny sets a Stroke Race actually improves quite dramatically and sets a 1:24.2, which is about on par with McNeil's on a different compound. Greeny, I don't know what he's trying to do. He set a 1:32.9. But he's held up by traffic, so I suspect he will not be setting a competitive timed lap on these particular set of softs.
Yeah.
What?
So if Citrus is out, his internet has died. Won't let him join back. I hope Tez has remembered that he needs. Okay, nice one, Tez. Very good. Invalidate your lap. Lovely stuff. Tez is a.
To be fair though, there's been worse ways to invalidate your lap.
Well, he is a tier 2 driver after all, so he doesn't need to invalidate his lap. And go back in the pits. He can't qualify, but he can finish the sprint race. I think he can finish the sprint race. I think. Unless
we're not quite sure about this because this is the first time we're running it, and I didn't partake last night because
I'll ask John.
Busy with stuff.
I have said to him that I think that should be fine, but I will check it. John.
Got Stroke Race here attempting another lap on these softs and using the slipstream of I'm a Bird to capitalise on the straight line speed that this track delivers. Often in many parts of the track, he takes a very wide line through there and is held up actually.
I can't spell. Sorry.
So that was weird there. That was just a bit of a mess. My prediction of there'd be a lot of cars holding each other up, not maliciously, by just how small how short the track is and how fast it is. as a result of that, it is proven to be true so far. So, yeah, so Sides can confirm that he can finish the sprint. He talked to Kahoot about that, and Kahoot says that that is allowed, which is fine. I don't see a problem with that.
Yeah, I don't see a problem with Science finishing the sprint and then just retiring.
He's just retired from sessions.
Yeah, so he's done the job.
He's gonna.
Tez about to get
If an Aston Martin coming back out, it might be It's Your Boy. It isn't. Oh, it isn't. No, actually, it's actually Urban Growth. It's hard to see it, to be honest, because you know, you see two cars coming out the garage, and the only differentiator that's immediately obvious in this game is the TKM, and I low-key kind of forgot to check that, to be honest. But you know, you make these mistakes and you learn from them. So we're not necessarily going to stay on board with Urban Growth forever. We're just going to see what he does on his outlap, and hopefully he doesn't impede the McLaren that's coming up behind him. In fact, he's gotten way out of the way and has let Purex through. And Purex is setting a timed lap on these pair of softs. We're not sure how old these are.
Up the boy Perks.
These are fresh. These are a 1 lap old, so he's done the outlap. So these are about as fresh as they can get for a competitive lap. He's setting a smooth first sector time, actually.
Yeah, well, I've taught him well. So, yeah,
he's handling those pretty good. JDM sets a time good enough for P2 with a 1:21.985, which is 3 tenths short. Yeah, very impressive. Was he on the softs there? Super curious, actually. We've got a yellow flag in sector 1, and that's the cars. Okay. Yeah, there's a bit of a clown show going on down there at turn 1, but you know, we will ignore that. We're going back on board with Purex here, and we're going to see what his set time is. It looks very competitive here, actually. It looks like he's going to set a time that's good enough to plant himself in the top 5. Although we can't tell until he actually crosses the line, but actually on second thought, he might not. No, he's going straight back into pit lane. Mind, he's not setting a timed lap. Set some competitive sectors though, and was smooth, so
yeah.
I'm not quite sure what happened there.
Maybe he's just getting the feel for the track.
Yeah, McNeil's I think has gone. McNeil's has a damaged front wing. Not sure what from. Yeah, that's the problem, mate. McNeil's has a damaged front wing. We're not 100% sure what happened there, but we did see a yellow flag in sector 2, and as a result, he has to go back in box, get a new set of tyres. In fact, those tyres look like they've got marks on them as if they've been locked up. So, obviously you can't tell through the onboards. This game doesn't go that in-depth with tyre wear. I mean, it does, but it doesn't at the same time. He's just going to go straight off, take the shortcut, take the rally course stage line, you know, the special stage line that they're probably going to use in the actual World Rally Championship. Actually, I haven't kept up to date on how close that is, actually. But, anyway, we see Urban Growth's time lap. And he's going down some random corner that's in Italian. And he's going to head through the... is this the Ascara chicane? Oh, he's slowed right off, actually. So I suspect, unless he's just been a bit cautious on that exit there. And the entry and exit. Yeah, I've got no idea, to be honest.
Don't you love it when you get messaged by Instagram bots? And you know, like, those bots, right? You know what I mean by the, like, the... Yeah. And then they go, what are you doing right now? And I go, walking over Mars. And they want, do you want to help? Do you want me to help? Like, yeah. What?
Mars Rover Project, yeah, exactly. Urban Growth's time was unfortunately not good enough to get him into the top 10. He sets a 1:25.8. But yeah, no, I do get the problem with the Instagram bots quite regularly.
Yeah.
Random ones just, like, for some reason... In this last week, I've had 2 bot accounts from, like, that are supposedly models from Germany. Oh, It's Your Boy's been disqualified for being the wrong way in a session. We're actually going to see how badly he's done here to get that disqualification. No, his car's just parked off to the side, so I suspect it was a minor infringement that this game loves to over-police. But yeah, so I had 2 German ones just randomly want to add me, and I'm like, yeah, nah, sorry, bugger off. It's just not up for that. I did have fun with bots on the PlayStation Network though, when they had a lot of bots flooding that network for whatever reason. I think a bot was asking me if I wanted to play Call of Duty Infinite Warfare when that was the latest and greatest Call of Duty. And I said, nah, my penis is made of cardboard and super glue. Sorry.
Oh, fair enough.
Yeah, so I couldn't play.
My kid's done a 127. He's gone pretty well. On the mediums.
12 and has set the... Oh, he's gone 3/10 up though in Sector 1, almost 4/10 up actually. But he's launched his car trying to test for the Williams Dorian Capital Space Program, clearly. Those curves look particularly nasty actually. I haven't driven on this track, and I missed Div 1 for personal reasons, but this track looks... This track definitely looks a bit dangerous now, if I'm going to be honest. All the speed you have through these corners and everything, and the curbs that are just out to kill you, basically at this point anyway. So, I can imagine it was a bit of a handful last night. Purex is setting a timed lap. He's about to go into the Ascari chicane. He handles those turns quite nicely. Let's see how he handles his exit. Ooh, he's a little bit wide. Yeah, he might have not. He doesn't invalidate because the track limits in this game don't make sense. All right, well,
No, they
set a
don't.
decent lap then. No, they really don't, eh? I just saw another time go up there. No, we only have 12 times still. Someone might have improved. Might have been... No, Showtime... There's only one... No, okay, never mind. T-Rex sets a fastest time of the session, a 121.
That's my
forward,
guy
which is
right there. Notice that's my driver.
Yeah. Brilliant lap there.
That was a good lap.
I said 141, but that's a wet weather time around here. He's actually set a very decent dry time here.
You know, maybe
Very
if it was
competitive
wet
dry time.
enough, do you think you could just like aquaplane over over the curbs and then not be like center
Well,
space if there
if
was
it was-
enough water? Maybe you could just like float
Yeah, but
over
if-
them with the ride
Yeah,
height
but if
high
it was
enough.
wet enough to be able to... Yeah. But it'd be like driving a Ford Ranger at that point, because the car would be so high off the ground.
Oh, well,
Anything lower and you'd be swimming.
that's true.
A lot of cars are invalidated their lap times here, which is unfortunate.
I'll be
Greeny
back in
takes
a
an
sec.
optimistic line. Yeah, it's alright, mate. Greeny takes a weird line through there, but he's on his outlap and therefore avoids penalty. Slowing right off to let the McLaren of Purex through, who I believe is out for blood. He wants to improve. And in fact, he does improve in Sector 2. He's 2/10 up. So he's not satisfied with taking pole position. He wants to further increase his margins. And just show everyone who's the king of Monza.
Who's the
this
king of
weekend.
Monster?
Welcome back. Purex,
Oh, yeah, he is
Monster
at the
Energy.
moment.
No, that's Lewis Hamilton.
Oh,
because,
no one likes
he's
Hamilton,
Monster
you know.
Energy.
You know, he isn't leading after Coda, and he's never won the championship after not leading after Coda. So, you know, I reckon. Oh,
Purex goes even
again.
quicker and
That's
sets a
my
128.
driver. The goat himself.
8/10 quicker than the next time lap, which was already pretty impressive enough as it was. Showtime's out on the lap himself. Fanatical and JDM get a little bit too close for comfort, but I believe they get away unscathed from damage and penalties. We've got 2 yellow flags up. We have a Williams who's spun or something or slowed down. I'm not sure what happened there, but something's happened to that Williams in Sector 2. We have a Haas stationary. Dama Bird. And does he have a front wing for good measure? My frame rate halves as it switches cameras.
Yeah, he does.
His car is fine.
And he spun
Oh, he spun again though.
Classic Bird moment.
Salty retires from the session, having set the 5th fastest time, which might hold up pretty decently actually, considering there's a couple of cars in the 122 bracket here, and there's a couple of cars a bit outside it. We have,
Showtime
in
6
fact, not many cars in the 123. Yeah, 6/10 up. Showtime's showing his intent. He wants to go quicker than Purex, but it's a tall order because Purex has set a magnificent time around Monza. So he only handles the Parabolica. Am I getting that wrong? Bremer hasn't set a time. Showtime goes even quicker. Sets a 127.7. So he's a 10th up on Purex. JDM's... I don't know if he's setting a timed lap, but given the ZRS is going down really quick, I suspect he is, and he's using the Ferrari up ahead as a bit of a tow, but the Ferrari gets out of the way. He is 1/10 up in Sector 1. An improvement, but not enough to catch up to the leading 2 right now. So Salty goes down 1 place after retiring because Greeny set a 122.0, which is a decent lap. I thought JDM just went wide there, but it could actually be my internet, although I'm not 100% sure why my internet would just shit the bed like that. So I've just gotten out of that there for a sec, but JDM invalidates his lap time, and oh, he nearly loses it heading out of the Ascari chicane. Not a fun part of the track to lose your car on. Fanatical goes 8/10 up in the second sector. McNeil's retires from session. I suspect because it's, yeah, time's up. We finished this singular qualifying session. Fanatical runs very wide heading out of Parabolica and doesn't invalidate his lap, but has definitely lost time. See if he improves though. He sets A. He does improve. He sets a 122.1. Got a Ferrari behind him. Stroker Race, who isn't able to cross the line in time. We have Ain't No Kid improving the first sector. Going a bit wide though, out of the first set of chicanes. The second set of chicanes, sorry. War Machine retires from session, having set the 9th fastest time with a 123.4. There you go, 123.4. So I don't think we're going to see many other cars setting times. I see an Alpine improving. And it doesn't improve, unfortunately, actually. We've got Stroker, who is not improving in Sector 1, and spins anyway, so that's his lap good and done. It's actually damaged his car in the process. We've got a Mercedes heading into the garage, which is Showtime, the pole sitter for the sprint race. We've got Ain't No Kid 7/10ths up in Sector 2, which won't be enough to catch up to I'm a Bird, but if he nails this final corner, then he's definitely within reach to gain a few places, I'd say. Actually, is a little slow out there, actually. He handles himself really smoothly out there, but definitely could have increased his speed out there, but he's just 2/10ths shy of P13. So that was a mega improvement from him there, to go from a 127 to a 125 like that, to be 2/10ths parallel with I'm a Bird. And under just a smidge under 5/10ths behind Kirko. So even the guys at the back of the grid right now who've set times are reasonably close together. We've got Stroker, who's invalidated and is just slowly heading back to pit lane. That rear wing doesn't look terribly stable. They probably haven't updated the damage model though. Can't give Codemasters too much credit. So 6 through 9, nice, have all retired from session. In a good spot right now. Good yawn. It's alright. You're alright, mate. Oh, God, I've got a slight headache. It's not ideal. So yeah, that's that. That's the qualifying session to set up the sprint quali. We're calling it sprint quali, even though Crufty and Brundle don't like to call it that. We're calling it that because we tell it like it is. So there's Showtime setting pole position by 5/100ths of a second to second place. Showtime Imperial X on the front row with Urban Growth and JDM in the second. Greeny and Fanatical in the third. Got Salty and McNeil's in the fourth, and in the fifth row is War Machine and Goffey. Further down the grid, you can see the rest of the times. 14 cars have set times out of the 18 that ran out on track. One did not set, well, one apparently didn't even complete a lap, but the other two did not set times. I'm assuming that's because Bremer and Sainz are in Div 2 and could not set times in this session due to the regulations in Rapid Racing League. So we're going to go straight to the sprint race. We can't even call it the sprint race either, according to Crufty and Brundle. But we're calling it that again. Just see how long it takes for it to load. We're already loaded. Shouldn't be too much longer now until the miniature race, the mini scale electric race goes on. All the digital fans up there. They don't even wear branded t-shirts. I'm still trying to figure out what t-shirt I'm going to wear when I roll up to the Australian Grand Prix next year. Because I've got so many of one shirts at this point. I'm going to rock up
on the Friday, probably spend $1,000 on merch, and then lose it all after I get shit-faced drunk.
I mean, I'm not sure what I'm going to do around then, but I mean, I've got so much merch as it is anyway that I'm probably not going to buy much. When I was there, though, in 2019, they only had shirts from 4 teams. But I suspect they'll have it... Like, cause what they did was that they had it for the top 3, and they had it for Renault. But Danny Rick was driving for Renault at the time. But there's the predicted stop strategy. I suspect, I mean, I guess due to regulations in this game itself, you'd have to make a pit stop, but in theory, you could actually make the whole distance.
Yeah, I think they have to make a pit stop.
Yeah, but like in theory, you could actually make the entire race on the soft tire. As much as the some of the Gs in the corners are kind of intense, particularly at Parabolica. The tire wear isn't too bad here. We already got Bremer disqualified from session for some reason. We had War Machine leave for whatever reason. Not sure why, maybe disconnected. These things happen sometimes. It is F1 2021. Not a game known for its stability.
No, there is no
bug-free nature. I gotta be honest though, it's not too bad on my perspective. I've had some crashes, but it hasn't been too bad, if I'm gonna be honest. So we're seeing these guys go through the warm-up lap. We're seeing them through, I think this is Lesmos 1 and 2. I don't pay attention to corner names. It's just something I don't care about. It's just, yeah, it's just not my thing. Let's go to enable lap data and telemetry because those things are sort of important to this broadcast. And I will not discuss why. I think it is completely obvious why. Got more messages. It is from Vorno. It better be a Solis. Indeed. Indeed.
You ain't dressed
Thanks to
until
our
you're
sponsor.
wearing a Sully's. That's just facts.
It's just facts. Thanks to our sponsor, Sully's. Sponsor these. Sponsor all the division races. Div 1, Div 2, Div 3, and Div 4 coming soon. So as we head into Parabolica and witness these cars line up on the grid, what do you think's going to happen in turn 1? Are we going to see a bowling alley, or do you think
fucking idiot's gonna fully send it and take like half the grid out?
Yeah, who knows, to be honest. It's hard to say. I've just got a message from Pajala telling me to invite him. So, I'm going to invite him. I nearly pressed the wrong button. Oh, my Xbox is being stupid. This is going to be exceptionally disappointing because we're going to miss the start of the race because my Xbox is stupid. Could you invite him? For some reason, my Xbox is not playing nice with the UI. Yes. Yes, please.
Rather
Unless something's wrong.
Caden, to be honest. Jokes.
Oh,
Where is he? There he is. Online.
Oh, we've got a bot saying, want to become famous. Nah, I'm already internet famous, mate, sorry. Or waiting at the start-finish line for a while there. Let's see what goes on. Here we go, we've got the race about to start. We've got 5 lights about to go out. And we're going to see what happens at turn 1. Are we going to see a bowling alley? We're going to see a safety car. We're going to see the game glitch out completely.
Goodness.
That was quite something. So that was a hell of a delayed start. We're seeing cars 5 wide down the main straight. And we've got Showtime and Purex followed by Urban Growth, Fanatical and Greenie. As we head into turn 1 though, let's see how everyone composes themselves. We're seeing front wings flying around the place. We see a Red Bull spinning. There's carnage and chaos everywhere actually further back. Seeing tons of cars, yeah, basically it was a bowling alley. JDM's gone down from, what was it, 4th? Down to 14th, so he's had a shocking start. But who has had a good start is Sainz. He's gone up from 16th straight up to 12th already. We're seeing a lot of cars alongside each other here actually. We're seeing a yellow flag further back and I'm not 100% sure what that's for. I suspect it could be War Machine. Yes, it is indeed for War Machine, who was very far behind everyone else. I'm not sure what happened there, but you'd assume he spun more than once.
So
nonetheless,
Perks is staying in the lead, got himself
out in the lead, and he's commanded a 1-second lead going into Ascari. Right behind him is the Mercedes of its Showtime, and behind him is the McLaren of Fanatical. So yeah, your top 5 are Purex, Showtime, Fanatical, Greenie, and McNeils, who's also had a very decent start. He started 9th, he's now up to P5. Brilliant stuff there. Brilliant stuff there from McNeil so far. JDM and Stroke Race have had an overtake. There's a changing of positions, changing of the guard. Not quite changing of the guard. Coco's DNF'd, he's retired from session. I'm not sure what happened there, but that was particularly risky there. We've got cars pitting on lap 1, and we have a VSC, which won't benefit Stroke Race or JDM all that well, considering they don't have many cars behind them. In fact, they have a singular car behind them. Yeah, that was due to Kirko. I'm assuming just calling it quits on the session. I'm not sure what happened there, because his car looks okay. We'll have to find out what's going on there. So, we've got Pajala on here in this party, though. Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, no, I'm doing alright. So, the VSC.
Yeah, it's all good.
Yeah, we're all good. We're streaming now, yep. 2 laps in. Alright, cheers, mate.
Alright, mate, see you, mate.
Alright, see you later. So, in that, we've still got the virtual safety car ongoing, which might get upgraded if it's taking this long. But I'm not 100% aware of what the virtual safety car does in this game. It seems to have a mind of its own, if I'm going to be completely honest. We've got yellow flags in all 3 sectors for some reason, so that might be... No, we're going green again, so the game doesn't actually alert us if we're going back green again. We've got the predicted pit stop strategy powered by software that doesn't work, and we've got Purex leading the pack down to start the 3rd lap. So let's say the lap, but no, it's not a singular lap. There are 13 of them. I've got 9. DRS has been enabled, so there's no interruption to that during the VSC period. So we're going to see a lot of cars trying to make optimistic moves going into turn 1 here. As you can see here, we've got Fanatical braking just a little bit heavy there, but he keeps it clean. Ferrari of Salty goes way too wide there and does a Charles Leclerc. Actually pushes Caden a bit wide, actually, but Caden still gets in ahead of him anyway.
Caden and Gabe. What a move by Caden.
Decent move there. He got ahead, even though he was pushed wide there. He still
Salty
managed to get a good enough exit.
No, let's see if Caden.
Salty's not going to do the
add something.
I've seen a Red
Bull.
McNeil's
ran wide.
Yeah, McNeil's ran wide and has gone off the track to spin, not go spin ala. Oh, we've got a Williams going really wide there. Ain't no kids, just testing the rockets again for the space program. Thankfully, though, he hasn't crashed into anything, so he continues on. So we've got the Williams, two Williams in 14th and 15th, which didn't actually happen this year for the Williams in the actual.
And
it happened last
Fanatical.
year.
Fanatical's done it. He's done a cahoot.
Fanatical's crashed it. Oh, hang on, Urban Growth spun as well. So Fanatical's destroyed the rear of his car. The engine's still going, actually.
Even though he is a Tier 2 driver, Sainz has gone from the back to P9.
No, he's gone P9 in 3 laps. I'm a Burton Bremer here, have a little bit of contact on the main straight. Sainz sets the fastest lap off the back of the DRS.
Oh, look at the move, is he going to go? He has to go for a Bremer. Just send, lick the stamp and send it. Oh, is he going to...
Bird's going to brake very late, give him a little bit of room there, but they're running each other wide.
I know. Didn't end well.
Bird
looked like it was going to work, but it's... something's happened to Caden!
No, he seems alright. Unless he's got front wing damage, he seems alright.
As Sainz goes to move.
Oh, we've got Sainz doing a double overtake.
Oh, is he going to get it? Oh, he does. He paid it. This is great racing. Oh, this is amazing.
Sainz gains 2 places and goes up from P9 to P5 in 1 lap. The way he's going to be leading by about 20 seconds.
He will be starting from the back for the 50% of though. Just because that is fair, but...
So this is him just flexing.
Basically, that he's just like, that's just an AI car.
Yeah, so Evan Groth's gotten ahead of the AI of the...
Stroke has spun around.
Yep, so he's spun up there, and he's doing donuts for us, actually. Stands. JDM gets back ahead of him, so unfortunately Stroker's tyre advantage is now diminished from them now being too warm. Showtime sets the fastest lap. Stroker spins yet again.
On Perks, but Perks is gonna send it. And there was contact.
Oh, they didn't hit each other. They gave each other
room. A
little
bit of contact, but no.
A little bit of contact, but they managed to get it done in the end without too much issue. Showtime gets ahead of Purex, but Purex is definitely not content with losing the position.
Oh, it's your boy gets past Bremer.
Boy gets past Bremer. War Machine DNFs from the race. So that's now 3 cars out. We've got Stroker still going, actually. I think he spun again, actually. Salty pits. I suspect he had damage, or he's pitting early to try gain some places from an undercut. Yeah, War Machine went out. I'm not sure what happened to him there, but he did go out from something.
Yeah,
Strug Race is still not ahead of him, though, so I'm assuming it happened down towards the end of the track, but... They crashed in Ascari. Got a yellow flag in Sector 2, and it is a Haas. It is I'm a Bird.
Oh, no.
Who is a bit slow, but we're not sure what happened there.
It's up to...
Purex will have DRS.
Now. Yeah, so he left DRS for the front straight. He'll probably... Oh, and it catered to top. Oh, no.
Got an Aston Martin out of the race. See what happens.
Yeah,
he's lost it.
The screws, Perks, and Showtime. Oh, because everyone's going to be able to
dives
get a
into the pits. Everyone
behind.
Yep, everyone behind them is now diving into the pits. So this has big
but they get out ahead of the safety car, those two. So they're not going to be held up as much, but that is...
Greeny being in the Haas gives him a more optimal pit position than the AlphaTauri of Sainz. So we're already seeing Greeny back out on track. But this Ain't No Kid's got a 5-second penalty for speeding in pit lane, so he's got the Sergio Perez award of speeding in pit lane. We've got Salty and JDM, who can't really gain places due to safety car deltas. They might still gain 1 or 2. Salty in particular might, but safety car has just given them another shot to gain some positions as Bremer comes out in P9, but Salty actually gains quite a few places.
Oh, and McNeil's is out. What's happened?
McNeil's is retired from session. We're trying to figure out.
He crashed into the safety car.
Yeah, safety car's in a weird spot, but yeah, that's going to further extend the safety car, I feel, because that's very unusual. I suspect McNeil's has not passed his driver's test yet. All the time you have to leave a space. Stroke Race is still very far behind
Perks and
everyone else.
Showtime will get out ahead of Greeny, I think. So this has actually paid off quite well for them. They haven't been actually
much to my surprise.
Yeah, I thought they were going to get shafted.
Also, Greeny does have a penalty as well, so we don't know how long that penalty is. But given the gap between second and third at this point, yeah, no, they're going to come out uninterrupted. Although, no, there's been no change in positions. I thought there'd be a change in positions in the pit lane itself, owed to the randomized stop times. Alright, well, while we're waiting for the safety car to start rounding everyone up and equalising the field, anything else that you wanted to say about... Is there anything noteworthy that happened in last night's race? I didn't watch the whole thing, so what was it like from your perspective?
I wasn't there, I was at work, so I wouldn't have a clue.
Oh, I gotcha. Yeah, I watched little bits of it, but I didn't watch the full thing. But I did see it was a rather interesting race. Goffey nearly spins on the turn 2 curb that keeps the car under control and retains his 6th place. And he's gained from starting in the upper end of the top of the bottom 10, I think.
Yeah.
But there wasn't a safety car on McNeil's screen, so F1 2021 being F1 2021, and he, on his end, DNF'd just because the car just went, nope, my suspension's made of paper. Whereas our screens, it's a safety car. So that's just another weird bug for this game. But we're only going to have a few laps left till the end of the sprint quali anyway.
4 or 5 laps we'll get.
Yeah. I reckon we'll get 3 to be honest. But considering we've got 2 cars that have crashed out in this period. Showtime's still got a long way to go before he catches up to Ain't No Kid in P12. JDM's crawled back up to 11th, having started 4th and fell way back down to about 16th. So, damage control, maybe. He's still got more places to gain, and I suspect he's primed to do so, being on the medium tyre, but as are many other cars, to be fair. It's hard to say. Have we got anyone else not on the medium tyre? No, every single car running is on the medium tyre as it stands, so that's quite interesting. It was on stream, McNeil's, yeah, we got it on stream, just because we're trying to figure out what was going on. But it does look like there was a safety car on our end, but for whatever reason it just didn't load on yours. So, it's not your fault, it's just the game being...
It's because I reckon it's probably got something to do with his internet isn't the great. Isn't the best.
Yeah, Ain't No Kid pits, serves his penalty in the pit lane, because he did get a 5-second penalty for speeding. He's going to go onto the soft tyre, actually, so he's going to use the soft tyre to try outpace everyone and get into the top 10. But Stroker Race actually gets... Oh, does he get past him? This is going to be really interesting to see, actually. We're going to have a race during the safety car window. No, we're not, actually. Showtime leaves the session. That's weird. He might have had an internet glitch out. But as a result, his AI decides to give Purex the lead for some reason. That's very unfortunate for Showtime. However, it's just a singular place lost. However, if his AI continues to simp for everyone else, he'll probably lose more positions. Hard to say, actually. Very hard to say. You just lost connection. Alright, yeah, hopefully you're able to rejoin. Yeah. So, I think the safety car will be up for about 2 more laps, to be honest. Hard to say. Oh, I've been baited. Safety car's actually in this lap. Lap 8 of 13, and as we cross the line, we'll start lap 9 of 13. So, if Showtime can regain his connection, he should be able to join back and make a recovery drive to get back, take that first spot back. We've got a change in positions further down the field, which is to do with the disconnected Citrus. but JDM can get into the top 10 here. So, does the sprint qualifying points apply here as well, like the real life one? Guessing, I'm going to go on a whim and say it does. Safety car peels off into the pit lane, and yeah, Showtime's AI gives everyone the tow. So Showtime's Mercedes has gone full communist. Greeny is looking to move down the inside. He overtakes him. We've got Signs, I'm a Bird, overtaking him as well. So he's lost a lot of places. We've got cars going wide going into turn 1 and turn 2, including Goffey and Urban Growth. But Ain't No Kid running wide and squandering his advantage on the tyres there, so he falls back down the field.
Wait, Showtime. Oh, Showtime's lagged out. Oh.
Showtime. Yeah,
no.
Showtime did lag out, unfortunately, yeah. So it is 3,
that
2,
means
and
the
1.
boy himself picks the top last call.
Purex, oh, Stroker Race has spun. He's taken damage somewhere. I think he's damaged his front wing, so what's been a horrible, forgetful qualifying, sprint quality session for him has just gotten even worse. His car was actually stuck on the sausage curb, and because these cars aren't all-wheel drive, he couldn't use his front tyres to spin the car back on track. Signs overtakes Greeny for second.
That was a good move.
Oh, he looks like he did an amazing overtake.
That
We
was a
didn't
good
see
move.
it though, but it looked like a very decent move there. Ain't No Kid has a 3-second time penalty for a warning. Going off track is my guess. He goes wide again, as does the AlphaTauri behind him. So we've got 11 cars running. Technically 11 cars running because we've got Hardwidge, Citrus apparently as he's called, DNF disconnected from the session. We also have Showtime, who's sadly
Showtime has
disconnected down to
joined.
P7. He has rejoined though, so he's going to be on a charge to try and regain some places. JDM and Goffey exchange places, but I don't think JDM's going to be content with staying in 9th. He's going to dive down the inside is my guess. He doesn't dive down the inside actually. Goffey gets ahead of Showtime, just about, nearly gets ahead of Showtime. Actually,
Stroke's got a
alongside each
5-second for speed in pit lane.
So it's gone even worse for Stroker, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Bremer's also in the pit, so Stroker might get another place. Hard to say.
I'm gonna go to the
car goes
twilight.
flying over the curb. That's right, mate. JDM and Showtime. Oh, Goffey's car goes wide into the... He spins off! As does the Williams in sympathy of Ain't No Kid. So we had some spins going on there. I'm not sure if it was due to contact or if it was due to running wide onto the curbs. The sausage curbs are particularly deadly. But I just heard the burble of the Honda RA621 1.6 litre single turbo motor. I thought these things were twin turbo, but they're actually just single turbo. So that poor turbo is being run through the ringer. I mean, a twin turbo setup would be complex, but then again, these engines aren't known for their simplicity. Salty goes down the inside and tries to get ahead. Oh, and they contact. Spins wide. So that's very unfortunate there for Salty. I don't think I'm a Bird gave him enough room though, but I get the feeling too that Salty just dived on the inside and expected to take the line there. Another car running wide there further back. Growth gets ahead of I'm a Bird, but I'm a Bird still alongside him heading into turn 1. Let's see what he does. Sticks his car on the inside. Growth takes too much of that curb and compromises his exit, but still gets ahead. Further down the field, JDM explores the runoff area and loses a position. Actually, almost spins in the process, actually. Yeah, he takes out another Pirelli sign. So, does he like Pirelli tyres? I'd say likely not. Goffey's got a chance, though, to get ahead of him. Goffey's alongside him. Goffey get ahead of him. This is going to be very interesting to watch. No, but JDM runs... Oh, no, JDM's just lagging like a madman. Or what if it's me? Ain't No Kid down in P11. Bremer has gone wide. And Stroker Race is about to cross the line to start lap 11. Meanwhile, out in front, Purex leads Signs by 1.3 seconds, although Signs is gaining on him just slightly in the straight. Which is, I mean, this track you can probably run no wing on and still have time, still be reasonably competitive. But as it stands, Purex, Signs, Greeny, Urban Growth, and I'm a Bird round out your top 5. Showtime behind, who has rejoined the session, has got a lot of work to do to climb back up the positions. He's 1.5 seconds behind I'm a Bird, and he's got 2 laps to do it. Can he gain positions? Goffey is down in P9 and for some reason doesn't have an interval sector time set on him. But he's behind JDM and has DRS. So I suspect he will try and make a lunge. He might make a lunge, it's hard to say. He's definitely gaining. Will he outbrake him? He will not outbrake him. Actually, no, yeah, he will, actually. They'll both outbrake each other and go wide into turn 1. JDM has a 5-second time penalty for corner cutting, and welcome back.
Hello.
Ain't No Kid's catching up to Citrus, who's currently in AI mode because he left his internet disconnected. His internet did in Australia and just fried itself. So Ain't No Kid will have 10th here. We'll just see when and where he gets it. He's going for a very optimistic lunge there. But keeps it within track limits apparently. Oh, he's gone wide actually. He's gone into the grass a bit there and nearly loses it. But fortunately he keeps it on track. Signs is now just a single second. He's gained 3/10 on him on Purex this lap. Greeny a further 2.7 seconds back from Purex. There's been an exchange in positions. Ain't No Kid finally gets ahead of Citrus. Takes P10. Goffey is... Oh, that was very risky there. And that was made worse because of lag. So JDM is lagging like crazy, which is not ideal at all. But Purex and Signs... Signs will not make a lunge down there. There's, you know, you'd be seriously wondering how good he was if anyone made a lunge from that far back down into turn 1 here. Unless you were griefing the lobby. Nonetheless, we have JDM and Goffey battling for 8th once again. Goffey has DRS again. He's a lot quicker this time around, actually. And though it looks like JDM's trying to do his namesake and try to spin the car around a little bit, try to give it a bit of wiggle. Hard to say though. Bremer sets the fastest lap, all the way down to 12th. It's showing me the Red Bull, but he's actually in the Alpha Tauri. There we go. There's the Alpha Tauri in question. Stroker race about nearly lapped actually. He's not far off first place. So that's rather interesting there. Showtime is within a second of I'm a Bird, so he's got 2 DRS zones to overtake I'm a Bird for 5th and recover some of the positions he lost. I'm a Bird takes the inside line. Showtime barely has any ERS, but Showtime has a look on the outside line actually. He goes on the outside and does it! That was a brilliant overtake there from Showtime. He goes around the outside of the first Scary chicane and nails that overtake for 5th place. Now we go back to the start-finish line and Purex takes victory in sprint. Perks. He takes it. He takes the win. Signs is in P2. Greeny takes P3, but is demoted down to P4 because of Urban Growth. So Urban Growth takes a singular point. Showtime crosses the line P5. Greeny actually, I'm a Bird actually gets ahead of him. Showtime had a penalty. So all that good work that Showtime put in and that marvelous move he did was sadly all for nothing. We've got shift in positions here because of penalties. So JDM drops down to 10th and Ain't No Kid goes up to 9th. Goffey goes up to 8th. Actually, JDM drops down to P11 actually, so he had a significant amount of penalties on his name. Actually, so much so that he's dropped down to P12 apparently. Showtime didn't have a penalty apparently, so we're not sure what happened there, because he did take I'm a Bird's place, did cross the line 5th, and was 5th for half the lap, but finished 6th for some reason. Yeah, that's very weird that. Never mind, JDM... The game catches up with JDM, who was apparently too quick for us, apparently, and he actually crosses P8. So the game baited and switched us there. It looked like he was going to go all the way down to P12 due to a significant amount of penalties, which frankly I actually don't know where they came from. He did get 2 5-second penalties, but I am a little confused, to be honest. It's definitely a F1 2021 thing. And there's the podium. Not too dissimilar, actually, from the 2020 Italian Grand Prix, actually. We've got a McLaren and AlphaTauri and formerly Racing Point up there, so quite accurate, actually. Quite oddly accurate. And that rounds out... So only 3 people score. First, second, and third. And I believe fastest lap if they get into the points of the standard race score as well. So, yeah, Purex takes 3 points. Signs takes 2, and Urban Growth takes the single point to round off the point scorers in Sprint Quali. And that is your grid too by default. So Purex, Signs, Growth, Greeny, Bird, Showtime, Salty, JDM, Goffey, Ain't No Kid, Bremer, Citrus, Stroker Race, and McNeils. And if we go further down the grid when I get control of the game, it's your boy here, War Machine Fanatical, and Kirko. And yeah, we had about 5 retirements from that. Surprisingly chaotic sprint race, actually. And you can see a wide variety of best lap times, too, actually. I'm a Bird takes 5th, despite being 3 seconds slower than the car behind him. So we get to see the penalties here too.
Alrighty, let me just take a screenshot of that.
So yeah, Showtime did not get a penalty for some reason though. He did get the overtake. I'm a Bird actually has a penalty, so I'm not quite sure what happened there. But Showtime should actually be in 5th.
Okay.
So now, my guess is we change over the lobby into a longer race, or we start a new lobby. Because I heard whisperings that we do need to start a second lobby to keep the game happy, because this game is
yep, so I've just said we're going to start a new lobby.
Okay, no problem. Let me know when you've got that all set up and I will watch everyone join very slowly. Hearing like a bossa nova guitar in the background. I think my brother's just playing guitar for some reason. But
yeah.
Out of him. Anyway, I was just hearing that. I'm like, this sounds like a bossa nova song. But anyway. I've got a weekly event in Mexico this week. That's interesting. Oh, I can't join you yet. That's right. Oh, wait. Let's get a podium pass reminder, shall we? How long has this thing got left? It's got actually almost exactly 2 weeks. So, and that's an awful livery. I can't believe people pay for this though. It's I mean, that doesn't look too bad, not gonna lie, because it gives room for the sponsors and everything. They're finally designing the racing suits in this game based off the sponsor placement, so credits where credit's due for that.
Yeah.
And of course, there's rare decals that you can't use in the career mode, so... Is he throwing out... Oh no, he's throwing out copies of the game, what? That's something. I'm absolutely gonna have to apply that if I get up to that level, if I get up to tier 30. So lobby up. It is indeed. So stick with us, folks. This is not over yet. We have the 50%. We have the 50% race, the full proper race, not in Bahrain. So that will, of course, all be done in due time. Just gonna hope we don't have a small-scale mutiny here, and they don't all ready up.
Simulation. That's it.
My phone has decided to take a giant shit.
Track selection.
We're back in Italy. Right, well I'm a spectator, but apparently there are an ever-increasing gap of people between me and my fellow commentator. So, the second everyone picks their cars, the better. We've got currently about 11 people in the lobby. Shouldn't take us too much longer though, before the race starts. Fortunately, the race won't be too much longer than sprint, if you ask me. You'd assume people would learn from the sausage curbs of death and track limits, and hopefully we don't have as much contact as we did last time. Got JDM up there with a single bar of internet there, so that's not good at all for his race prospects, particularly if he's constantly in the fight for a position. Might cause damage to other cars.
Okay, we've got 16 people in here. Alright. Let me... Okay. There's perks. Signs urban greenie. Bird. so McLaren S. Can you get my profile? I got my recent photos. I think the photo screenshot I've taken of the results should be there, just so I know which to put the fucking grid.
Yeah, I can check it. Can I check it on your?
Yeah, you can check it on mine. Yeah, my profile
On the Xbox
yeah,
app.
you can. No, you can check it on the console itself. I'm pretty sure.
Oh, it's just I just don't want to interrupt the flow of the stream.
Oh, I think it'll be fine. It should be fine. What am I doing? That's not what I want. I don't. That's what I want.
We're gonna briefly pause this.
Profiling it's on social. No, it's not. Where is it? Yeah, it's written. Nah, what? Where is your recent? Oh my god, I actually forgot how to do. Okay, it's fine. I saw it. I'll suss it out. It's fine. I swear you're able to do that. Not.
Yeah, it's weird.
Recent capture.
Is, weird.
It's alright. Bird, Showtime, Salty, JDM, Coffee, Ain't No Kid. Showtime. Salty, JDM, Coffee, Ain't No Kid.
Alright.
Coffee, Ain't No Kid, Bremer, these not their stroke, McNeil's. I don't know where the others are. Fuck. I just forgot what it was. Oh, hurry up, capture. It shouldn't take that long. Bremer. Hurry up. Bremer. Stroker. Oh wait, no, Ain't No Kid's 10th.
Yeah.
I actually don't know. I don't have the other four, so.
Oh, McNeil's. Are you talking about the DNFs?
Yeah.
So McNeil's was the last of the retirees. I know the other ones were
Fanatical, War Machine, Kirko, and it's your boy, but I don't know what order they're in.
So yeah, it was McNeil's. So from highest up the grid, McNeil's, it's your boy. War Machine, and a Fanatical, then War Machine. I'm pretty sure.
Fanatical, War Machine, Kirko, yeah, let's leave it like that.
Yeah. I didn't see Kirko retire, but Kirko I think retired like just 2 laps in. Yeah, Kirko was the first of the retirees.
Okay, here we go.
Let's go.
50% and
5
nice and
seconds
sunny
down.
for them. Cause you know, I'm such a nice person.
Indeed.
So, no.
Alright, now we're just waiting for the grid. Waiting for the game, not the grid. I mean, I guess there will be a formation lap, so I guess we are technically waiting for the grid.
Nah, I don't want. Just everyone needs to not ready up. Just let everyone get the setups and the stuff.
Yeah, because the setups will change over, yeah.
I'm such a nice tier mod. I even added them and said setups. So nice.
And no, so we are about to go. The 30-second countdown has progressed. So. Now we have the formation lap ongoing. And shouldn't be too much longer till the race starts. Salty's already been disqualified from session and has JDM. So we've got the predicted pit stop strategy here, which differs depending on the tyre compound you're using. We've got a McLaren that's spun into the wall there. Fanatical's disqualified. We've already got 3 disqualifications, and we haven't even completed the Sector 1 timing board yet. So hopefully that is not a sign of what happens in the race. Of course, we won't know. So these cars make their way around the formation lap. Purex is commanding out front there. He's definitely not making any attempts to hold up the field. He just wants to get on with it and start the race as intended. AlphaTauri of Sainz behind him. Wasn't Sainz supposed to start in the back of the grid?
Oops.
Fuck. Oh, it's alright. He retires anyway, it's fine.
Yeah, he retires anyway.
Hopefully he just fucking gets past Perks, and then there's no safety cars, and then he'll retire like 2 laps to go and it doesn't matter. But that's my bad. I was too busy trying to get them all fucking ready to go.
I was gonna say, it's a pain in the ass to get the grid.
Exactly, it just slipped my mind,
devices.
but that's alright.
Yeah.
It doesn't affect
Don't worry,
him in the end
I've done
because
that as well.
Yeah, he retires, so it's fine.
Yeah, I put Coco in the wrong spot once, and I did that with someone else as well. It just happens. This game really needs to consolidate its software a bit better.
Yeah, no, it's alright.
So yeah, nonetheless, the pit stop strategy. Oh, we've got a Red Bull that's spun in the background there. It was actually McNeil's, who's now been disqualified from session. So that rounds out 4 disqualifications in formation, but they obviously can continue to race. Which brings up a fun fact, actually. Well, fun story, but when I first did the 2020 Div 1 races way back, and actually about a year ago now, actually, I thought if you got disqualified from the formation lap, you'd be disqualified from the whole race. So I was super scared to get anywhere near anyone. I was just like, yeah, nah.
Fuck, if I knew that, I would have just rammed you every single formation lap.
Mate, oh yeah, because it disqualifies us, hey, so we just get to watch the fireworks. Fair enough, mate. Got all the cars lined up. Coco is the back. But he has a considerable advantage to a few cars here. Oh, we've got yellow flag in Sector 1. We're likely going to start with safety car because this game's a buggy piece of crap.
No, it's, lights haven't gone yet for them.
Lights gone out for us.
Oh, we're like, safety car.
Yeah.
Fucking glitched.
Yep, I knew it would glitch. We don't know why safety car happens, but this has happened with formation laps, War Machine, and oh, a couple of cars have got severe penalty collisions. We've got McNeil's taking out the brake boards. He's slowing way down. Quite a few cars are indeed slowing down, so I guess we'll just continue this as planned, unfortunately, for quite a few people. Because this game... Oh, we've got signs spinning in the background. Well, there's your problem solved there, mate.
That's the solve. It's solved.
It's solved now. He's dropped 5 places. Got more collisions going on further back afield. At this rate, the entire field will have a 5-second penalty. Where we're going, anyway. Got a car 5-second penalty from...
Should we restart or what? I really don't want to set the fucking grid up again.
We know what the grid was. So, I suspect we probably should.
Oh,
Just
alas.
remove the formation lap. So I don't know what the verdict is.
I'm waiting to hear.
Fair enough, fair enough. I'm actually gonna see what the Twitch comments say, because I suspect there's gonna be a few comments there regarding what should happen next. Interesting to see what everyone says. Am I gonna get an ad though? No, sadly I'm missing out on the chat, unfortunately. So if you all want to resend what you all sent prior, please do, because I want to see what people have been saying in this safety car demonstration run. This is not the race, this is the safety car demonstration run. Because think about it for a
We're
second, we've had 3...
restarting.
Yep, that's fair enough. Off we go.
Fuck's sake.
This game is S to the H to the I to the T. I'm heading back to the main menu. Yeah. We'll just wait for the lobby to be reset up again. What's happened? Yeah, we'll reset lobby, yeah.
Uh,
Oh, we've got November's PlayStation Plus games leaked. What have we got? Ah, well anyway. Knockout City's actually one of them, that's interesting.
wrong fucking feed. Oh no, let's fucking do shit.
Give me 20 years to sort the grid.
Is every cunt fucking wrong thing? Oh my god, this is pissing me off. I keep hitting the wrong buttons. Alright, so Perks first, Urban second, Greeny third, and Bird fourth. Showtime fifth, Salty sixth. Dr. JDM, then Stroker. No, it was Goffy. Kid hasn't joined. We haven't hit spectate yet either. Weekend structure. It's not Striker, it's Kid. Where is Kid?
And also turn off Formation Lab.
Yeah, you need to hit spectate.
Easy stuff.
Bramer, McNeil's. Oh, nearly had it. No, I have to quickly look at my captures and then we'll go. 22 minutes ago. Joker's P12 ahead of McNeil's, okay. Where was Fanatical? Fanatical, did he finish ahead of?
He DNF'd, he was down 15th.
So he's 14th ahead of War Machine, correct? Or was it Cade? Yeah. I think that's right. That's more or less right. They can fucking leave it. Be like, whoops, my bad.
Got a Discord mention. Reading up. Let's go! No formation like this time?
Nope.
Good, good.
Okay, let's hope it works this time, otherwise...
Alright, well, someone's already started the thing, but I'm not sure if that's because everyone's readied up or other reasons, unless the game's just being the game. We'll find out. Alright, 5 lights are out. Hopefully the race starts with no issues this time around. We've got a big race ahead of us here.
Lights out and away
Cars-
we go. As Urban gets a
Sick.
way better start than the fucking Perks getting swamped.
Yeah, hopefully everyone composes themselves nicely going into turn 1 and
Some
there's no damage.
cunts on the
Although it looks like a car
grass.
lost the front wing. Yep,
It's
got a bit of
contact.
quite a few cars. Yeah, quite a few cars went off track there. Fortunately though, no DNFs yet to speak.
Oh, McNeil's
As
is
it's-
fucking going on the grass and everything.
McNeil's has got a yellow flag in sector 1 and I suspect that is from McNeil's.
Yes.
Has... There's another car's front. Oh! We had Kirko and McNeil's have contact there, but they both keep it on track. McNeil's has no front wing, so he's unfortunately going to have to go back into the pit lane and repair that. He's going to be pretty far away from everyone else. We've got 2 cars that have spun. We've got Kirko, who's lost his front wing as well from a spin or from contact. Can't
Showtime got a
I don't know what
collision
happened.
with Salty. And there's a
Okay,
virtual.
virtual safety car. Slightly less worse of a start, considering there's a VSC rather than a full-blown safety car. But we've got Evan Growth 1.5 seconds ahead of Purex, and a further 1.2 further back is Armour Bird in P3, who's managed to jump his teammate. Actually, that was a very impressive start there from Armour Bird. To be honest.
Yeah, well, Urban's on softs, so he's got to drive away from Fanatical a bit here. Not Fanatical Perks.
Yeah.
I think Greenie and Bird will try
Bird's
the
on
Perks
softs.
as well. But he's only at a
They're-
disadvantage for a little bit. Not too
Yeah,
long
both the
before-
Hasses are on the soft tyre as it
Yeah.
stands.
Yeah. So I was saying they'll probably get past them. Showtime's in the pit, I'd say, to get rid of his. Oh, no, no kid's got a 5 second speed in pit lane.
Yep, that's unfortunate. Goffey also goes into pit apparently, which gives Will Machine
And
some extra
McNeil's.
places. So yeah, McNeil's and Kirko both have the pit stage for damage. So that's a grand total of about, what, 6 cars in the pit lane currently? No, about 4. I can't count. Kirko also have a 5-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane. We've got cars slowing way down there as Urban Growth slows down.
Blind Bird's got a
clear out the
penalty.
Delta.
Oh
Bird also has a
no!
penalty, and Purex does too, so they've both got penalties for speeding under the virtual safety car. So Armour Bird spins out anyway, just to make a bad day even worse.
It's just got a drive through.
Purex has got a drive through, which completely throws a wrench into his
Oh,
works. He's
and
out there on
Bird's
medium
off
tyre.
track.
Yeah, Bird did spin off before, so unfortunately he's going to go off-roading for a little bit. He's got a 10-second penalty for exceeding track limits. Frankly, didn't really do that bad actually. I think it's just the game being overzealous there.
Go away, Relics.
Goffey mounting the curves like crazy. So Showtime is in P13 and Goffey.
Oh my god, I was joking. He didn't actually have to let. Oh my, this kid.
Oh, Goffey is out of the race. Goffey spins into the wall.
Well,
So yeah, that's a safety car absolutely at this
it's a
point. Oh, no,
virtual,
another
which is
VSC.
good, because it means that
Yeah,
Perks
so-
is going to lose less time in pit lane.
Except currently, but he's due to lose more places actually. He's going to go
Bird's not going to be able to serve this. Perks is only able to serve it because he went in the pit lane before it came out. No, Perks isn't serving. Bird isn't going to be able to serve his. Romulus, you're very quiet. Oh shit.
Yeah, my mic.
Rip. Well, it's green flag racing once again, ladies and gentlemen. Urban Growth is your leader. There's one of this tries and sorts of smoke out. We've got a 1.3 second gap to Salty, Greenie does, and then it's 3 and a bit seconds back to Dr. JDM.
It's gonna
It's
check
got
right back.
Brahm- Oh, that sounds a bit better. It's got Bramer up behind him, followed by It's Your Boy, Fanatical, Stroker, Perks, who's had to service drive-through. It's actually not that far down after that.
That
He's
might be
got
not
War
bad.
Machine. Showtime, yeah,
Oh.
you're back, mate.
Bramer and JDM got
I'm
close there.
Bird. Ain't no kid, and then Kirko rounds out the last of the group.
There you go, Bramer gets ahead of JDM, but he only just got ahead. He's going to cut out in front of JDM. Not break in front of him, but just get ahead and yeah, mounted that curb a bit. Gets a messy exit, but still keeps ahead of JDM in fifth place.
You're going quiet again.
Fuck's sake.
I don't know, kid, as I'm Bird goes on the service drive-through, so I don't know, kid's moved up a spot. So showtime.
On mic, the stream looked okay, but anyway, continue.
Yeah, just like you just go quiet all of a sudden. You get quieter and quieter, and I can barely hear you. So I'm just like, what?
Yeah, it's weird.
Showtime, kid, I'm Bird, and Kirk have all been in the pits. Complete stop. It's Greeny's chasing. He's chilling through his ERS, trying to chase down Urban at the moment.
Yeah, I was gonna say Greeny has quite a bit less compared to Urban Growth there in terms of ERS.
And there's contact between Bramer and John. I think JDM's in a bit of a shit there. I don't think he squeezed Bramer, so I reckon JDM might get a pin for that.
Yeah, I suspect so. I suspect it was one of those things of at Parabolica, he just probably squeezed him just a little bit too much and didn't give Brimmer enough room. Brimmer is about to lose another place here to Purex here, actually, because naturally he'll have a slower exit out.
It's just become a brick. Oh, and
they hit.
And what the
but they just get away with any notable damage.
Was that?
That was a bit too close
to
comfort,
like
that's what it was.
Bramer just tried to brake check him, like, what?
Yeah, I don't know what happened there. It's a bit weird there, but fortunately there is no severe damage from either car. We can continue with the race. Showtime is 14 seconds behind. Oh, we've got a yellow flag.
Yellow flag. That's from
it's your boy here.
It's your boy. Oh, Caden, you useless clown.
Fanatical, though, got ahead of him, so I suspect there might have been some contact there.
Oh, it's Greeny's got past Urban. Oh, that was a move.
So Urban's fallen way back. He's lost a lot of ground, actually, because he was about a second and a bit in front of Greeny, but Greeny has gotten back ahead of him, although they are about 2/10 separate from each other going into Parabolica. And of course, we have a DRS zone coming up on the main straight.
Perks is on the back of Stroker now, and Caden, so I reckon he's going to get these two soon.
We're going to have a couple of overtaking maneuvers heading into turn 1. Go further back, just finishing turn 1.
That's a lovely move down the straight. Lovely
Growth
move
and Greeny are alongside
Perks.
each other going into turn 1. They're just neck and neck here. Urban Growth gets ahead and sends the letter. He's now in P1 for now. Hopefully he can hold off Greeny. We'll see what he can do, because he gets his exit nicely. He'll hopefully continue to charge up, but it's just gotten very close there. And actually, frankly, a little messy between those two. They're right back alongside each other once again. Greeny was not happy with losing that place. They're alongside each other going into turn 3. Oh, and they hit each other! Urban Growth spins into the wall. That was unfortunately on Urban Growth not giving
happened here?
Greeny enough room. Greeny was squeezed just a little bit and couldn't really make the turn without either going off the track and giving the place back. It's the game's overzealous. It's hard to say, but Greeny takes P1 with a 3.3 second lead, while Urban Growth goes down to P4, but has DRS from JDM.
I don't think Urban will be happy about that.
No, he absolutely won't be. Hard to say though. It seems like a racing incident, but
I hope they remember, by the way, because I didn't tell them. Kind of forgot. Sorry for cutting you off there, but I hope they remember that whoever gets fastest lap gets a Temple of Speed shirt. Proud from our sponsors over at Sully's Shirts. What is it? Like, you're not dressed until you're wearing a Sully's or some shit. That shit. Very good. Just go. Yeah, that's it.
Just go.
Wear a Sully's shirt. All right. Trust to go buy one. Trust to be the best shirt you ever buy. Ask Rapid Vorno. Like, that's the only shirt he wears these days. Sully's shirts are up. So go and get yourself a shirt. Trust me. You're not dressed until you're wearing Sully's. That's just that's the ad done. Pajala can be happy with me.
Yeah. The recipient of the fastest lap here at the Temple of Speed will get that shirt. So if you're not in the points and you want to get something out of this race from being further back down the field, you can get a chance to win a T-shirt.
Perks has got past your boy. I think Caden had a bit of a moment. So he's got past them. So it's a good, nice little recovery drive here from Perks.
Yeah, indeed. Yeah, he started P9, something like that, and he's now up to P6 and 7 laps in. But It's Your Boy here is not too far behind him though. He's kept up with him actually going through Lesmos 1 and 2. And as it stands, Greeny's actually got an even more commanding lead over Salty now. The gap's extended to 4.3 seconds. JDM's about 1.5 seconds behind. Urban Growth is catching up to JDM though, and will very likely get ahead of him in the next DRS zone if all goes to plan for Urban Growth. Ooh, that was close between It's Your Boy here and Purex. I think It's your boy here, it broke a little later, but Purex went around the outside and kept his place. Got a yellow flag in Sector 1, and I believe it is War Machine. No, it is Ain't No Kid. Not sure what happened there, but he spun just after the turn 1-2 complex and is slow heading back onto the track. So, cars. We've got a change of place here. Urban Growth gets ahead of JDM, but JDM brakes very late. Keeps the place, but goes off the track, meaning he might have to give that back. He gives it back, and Urban Growth takes 3rd place. Oh, we've got a person going off the track here. Itsy Boy here has gone off and is compromised and will likely be overtaken by Bremer if he can't position his car right in the next turn. We've got a yellow flag in Sector 1. Not sure what for. It's likely the Mercedes of Showtime. It's not. He's gotten out of turn 2 rather nicely, actually. Some cars very close to each other there. Itsy Boy here holds 7th place from Bremer. Prevents Bremer from taking that position. Got Ain't No Kid with a 3-second time penalty for exceeding track limits, is my guess. Yeah, it looks like he did that just after Ascari. We've got the laps. We're starting to see cars catch up to the back of the field here, actually. Greeny is flying. He's gained 2 seconds on Salty in the last lap. And Urban Growth's actually very close behind Salty here, actually. He might go for a pass here down Parabolica. We'll see if Salty gives him enough room. But no, he stays behind Salty and will overtake him in the DRS zone, provided he has enough ERS.
Salty has a lot more ERS than him,
Yeah, he's 57 versus 4%. So Urban Growth's, they're alongside each other going down the straight. They're going to be alongside each other down the whole straight. The RNG cuts behind him a little bit. We've got another yellow flag in Sector 1. It's between a Williams and a Haas, and I suspect it's likely Ain't No Kid. But Urban Growth takes P2 and holds on to P2, despite giving his rival some room. Bremer gets ahead of Itsy Boy here. Does a wonderful overtake there, but Itsy Boy here is not happy about that and tries to get the place back, loses the back end a little bit, and loses pace to Bremer, who sails away with P7.
Yes, Dr. JDM's got... Fanatical's got past Dr. JDM, and Perks is close in gap to him. It's going to be a bit of a tough challenge for Perks.
Hang on a minute. Bremer has lost it somewhere. Maybe it's your boy here and Bremer didn't give each other enough room or something.
Classic Bremer.
Yeah, I don't know what happened there, but Bremer's now back down in peak 10. So he's lost a lot of positions there. We've got a lapped Haas of I'm a Bird. Salty retires from session. What happened there? We don't know what happened. Salty is now out of the session. He's crashed his car in Ascari, is my guess. There's a safety car out. Yep, he's done the mistake at the second half of the Ascari chicane, so he's now out of the race. Started well, Salty. He kept his ground well, stayed in the podium throughout the entire race so far, but unfortunately has crashed out, as we see a flurry of cars entering or considering entering the pit lane, but Greeny and Urban Growth have completed their pit stops and come out both on the medium tyres, so they plan on doing 17 laps on the medium tyres, or a little bit less, given the safety car will keep the tyres nice and cool for a little bit longer. War Machine does not opt to pit, even though he's on the soft tyre. Frankly, a poor call if you ask me. But Urban Growth comes out in P5, not far behind Greeny, so there's a net gain there for Urban Growth.
Yeah.
The boy here comes out. Showtime comes out, stays out, and he's in P7. He's gained places. The boy here, 1 place behind him. Stroker, P9. Bremer, P10. The point scorers are quite a bit ahead of the cars, just outside the points. We've got Kirko 1 minute and 17 seconds behind Bremer. He now overtakes Salty. Ain't No Kid's further back, and I'm a Bird is very far back. They're all very spaced out, 11th, 12th, and 13th. Whereas the top 10 remain relatively close to each other. Oh! I'm a Bird just slams into the back of War Machine.
Oh no.
And Showtime is spun out. So something very bad has happened, because Showtime has no front wing. Did I'm a Bird grief there?
Dear.
Did he try to sabotage War Machine and Showtime's race there?
I don't know, I didn't capture it.
Because what happened was, on my end, was that I saw I'm a Bird just catch up. We got Coco spun, but I'm a Bird sped right into the back of War Machine.
Oh
So,
no.
the white
We'll
fuel
have
thing
to
new.
see what the...
Yeah, maybe. I don't know if the white fuel thing's new. I just realised what Flunky's talking about. It's Hard to say, actually. I don't know what it means. It's an icon, I can say that much. But yeah, first safety car of the race happens 10 laps in, which gives 11th and 12th a chance to catch up. They are very far back, although they have caught significant ground off the grounds of the safety car. Showtime and War Machine have speeding penalties. They both gained a 5-second time penalty for speeding in pit lane, which is made worse by Showtime needing to pit for front wing placement and also changing tyres. So yeah, things have gone from bad to worse for him in this race. War Machine was stopped on track for some reason. Yeah, no, I don't know what happened there. Barring, obviously, you know, they're just, you know, being a bit of a mess. It's frankly quite messy. I'm a Bird slams into the back of, he should have been ghosted, I'm a Bird, because he was being lapped. So I don't know why he wasn't, ghosted. But, yeah, what was that? I don't know. Absolutely messy. So it happened in the Discord. Got McNeil's out as well. Don't know, I can't remember what happened to him, but we've had a few retirements actually. So I've got no idea what happened in that, but unfortunately, we only have 12 runners left. We're not going to quite beat the record of, what was it, 6 finishes. Sorry, it was 7 last week. At this rate, we are not going to beat that record. We will have more than 7 finishes, although Commentator's Curse probably has a bit of play in that. So the safety car continues around for another lap. I suspect it will be the last lap. Struck Race and War Machine have had collided again, so I suspect
Oh
War
god.
Machine, something's happened with War Machine.
No,
War
what?
Machine's
These
either
people.
slowed down.
How hard is it to drive on the safety car? Just stay away from the car in front and stay away from the car behind.
Always, my guess is that they're way too close together. And they've just crashed in, just keep crashing into each other from being too close and not being able to race with such fine gaps. Got a couple of cars going in for the pits. Ain't No Kid climbs up to P10 as a result. So War Machine and Coco both settle their time penalties in the pit lane as well as changing tyres. So Coco goes on hards and War Machine goes on the second set of mediums. Coco is behind. Not much. Got a Ferrari going a bit wide there. Don't know why he's off. I don't know why Stroke Race is off track. Went off track and lost a place to Showtime. Maybe he just wasn't concentrating. That could have been likely. I know I've done that before. Just lost it because I lost a place during the safety car because I've spun or something.
Yeah, maybe.
So yeah. Safety car is in this lap though. Funny enough, we get to know where the safety car line is, so when they announce it, it's just before Ascari. I hope I've got that turn right, and I hope I haven't spent all of the stream incorrectly naming the corners. That'd be kind of awkward, but I did that at Silverstone, which was the race that was not meant to be. It was Div 3's Belgium 2021, unfortunately. It was stemming from similar issues that this game still faces weeks later. Thanks, Codemasters. So safety car peels off at the end of this lap. Fanatical leads us here. And we're having an eerily similar race to the actual 2021 Italian Grand Prix as lights are out. Safety cars on all three. We have a yellow flag in all 3 sectors, but Purex gets ahead of JDM in a wonderful start.
Yeah, he got
and
a
it's now a McLaren
start.
1-2 heading into turn 1. Will JDM try to outbrake? No, he can't get ahead. We've got a Mercedes that's gone off the track a little bit. Not sure what happened there. It seems like everyone's got through there quite cleanly. But Greeny's lost a lot of places actually. He's now down in P6, whereas Urban Growth is is now ahead of him in P4. Two McLarens are alongside, not too far away from each other actually. We've got the Haas and the Mercedes. Oh, no. Okay, they kept it respectful and clean there. War Machine gets ahead of Ain't No Kid. Ain't No Kid goes a little bit wide, but they both actually go off the track a little bit. Showtime gets ahead of Bremer, although there appears to be front wing damage for Showtime or Bremer. It's hard to say, but they've got contact. So Showtime's race goes from bad to worse. I'll check in this camera angle here if they lost front wings. I suspect Bremer lost front wing actually. Yeah, he lost his. Yeah, Bremer's taking front wing damage and goes off track a little bit.
Except for Oscar chicane, and Perks got the job done and so moved up to P1.
Perks gets ahead of Fanatical. Wow.
Great driving.
They're still very close though, heading into Parabolica into the main straight. Very close to each other. Urban Growth is very close behind JDM as well.
These two haven't. Those top three haven't stopped yet either, so that'll be interesting if there's a late safety car there in the box seat.
I reckon they're going to bank on that, to be honest, given the unpredictable nature of Division 3. It's your boy here goes out the outside and tries to take Urban Growth, but Urban Growth breaks later than him. And actually, there's contact between him and Urban Growth and JDM, but not significant enough to incur noteworthy damage.
Oh, Kirko's missed his braking zone completely.
And has gained a lot of places, but has a 3-second time penalty for corner cutting. Fair enough, if you ask me. That was quite risky.
Bremer's come out of the pits.
So Bremer did, yeah, that confirms my theory. Showtime also is in the pit lane though, so he also had front wing damage. So Showtime's had a fortunate race. A lot of it beyond his control, because we know he's quick. He was fast enough for top 3 here, both qualifying and the sprint, but just due to mostly things beyond his control, it's just bad luck. It's just luck's just not going in his favour today. PRX is now 1 second ahead of Fanatical, so the McLarens lead 1-2, just like the actual Italian Grand Prix they ran this year. JDM and Urban Growth are very close alongside each other. In fact, third to sixth are all within about a second of each other. So it's going to be a bit of a. If you've heard of the Yano Truly train, we're going to have a JDM train here. Well, JDM's lagging it like crazy though, so Urban Growth actually gets ahead of him. DRS has been enabled, but because JDM is only minuscule amount of time behind him, they're alongside each other. That was some very risky moves there. JDM gets back ahead of him though, but Urban Growth might outbrake him going into turn 1. Not there, break about evenly, and JDM gets ahead. JDM keeps P3. Meanwhile, further back of field, there are no places that have been exchanged. Greeny and Itsy Boy here still battling for P5 and P6 respectively.
Perks has developed nearly a 1.5-second lead over Fanatical, so
yeah, he handled that.
Always this yellow flag.
Yeah, it was Ain't No Kid. Might have been War Machine, Ain't No Kid. Yeah, the gap between 3rd and 6th is still very narrow actually. There's a whole battle pack here between these 4 cars. 4 different constructors too nonetheless, which is pretty much the glory of this game if I'm going to be honest. And Urban Growth gets ahead of JDM in a wonderful move, but they have slight contact going in and they're side by side in Ascari, but Urban Growth just gets a little bit ahead. Wonderful move there from Urban Growth. JDM went slightly wide and is penalised with a 3-second time penalty, but that is not deterring him. He still wants to get ahead of Urban Growth here. Will he get past him in Parabolica? No, he will not. He will sit back and he has an ERS advantage, so he might gain a bit of time there. Might get back past him in the DRS zone, although he's nearly a second back from him now. So now the battle's between JDM, It's Your Boy here, and Greeny. Although given that they're all within each other's DRS zones, Greeny though had a look, didn't quite pull it off, but JDM doesn't quite pull it off either. Nearly though, it was very close. JDM loses the back end, as does It's Your Boy here a little bit actually, which gives Greeny a nice advantage going into the Sector 1 timing zone here. Meanwhile, the gap between Perks and Fanatical is extended yet again. Fanatical actually goes quicker though. Bremer sets fastest lap on the soft tyre. Showtime isn't far behind him though. Well, Showtime set fastest lap. Showtime indeed sets the fastest lap. So back down there, it's a battle for the fastest lap. Bragging rights. And that wonderful Sully's t-shirt. Urban has dropped. Yeah, I was going to say, he got past him back there, but now the battles between JDM, It's Your Boy here, and Greeny, they've all got DRS on each other. Actually, in fact, JDM he still has DRS. So it's going to be very interesting. We've got a yellow flag in Sector 2. It looks like an Alpha Tauri. Hard to say what happened there, but Stroke Race and War Machine exchange positions. Maybe it was something to do with those two, given Stroke Race has got a significant gap now behind War Machine. But Purex extends his gap yet again to Fanatical. It's now 1.8 seconds. It's your boy here is now very close behind JDM, actually. They're alongside each other. They actually have contact out of Parabolica. They hit each other. JDM wanted to go in the pit lane, but It's your boy here wanted to overtake on the inside. JDM has a 5-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane. And loses out.
Aye.
Greeny is looking to overtake It's your boy here. They're alongside each other going into turn 1. And they give each other enough room. There's no damage.
It's your boy nearly loses on exit though.
War Machine takes P6 and Stroke Race takes P7.
As Perks has nearly put 2 seconds on Fanatical now.
No Kid now has a 5-second penalty for speeding in pit lane. He is in P12, dead last on the hard tyre, so I suspect he wants to go in and change over to the soft tyre.
You know, if It's your boy can keep Greeny behind him, he's in prime position. If he can keep him behind him and not stay within 5 seconds of Urban to win the race.
Greeny gets ahead of It's Your Boy here.
It's
Your Boy here doesn't have DRS. Greeny does. Wonderful move going into Ascari there. Greeny gets ahead and stays ahead by a semi-comfortable margin. Although, It's Your Boy here comes back a little bit. There's now just 1/10 separated between the two as they head down into the straight that leads to Parabolica. It's looking very close, actually. It's looking very, very close.
Purex is on the pit.
So Purex is pitted. That might change up the race quite a bit, actually, as Fanatical opts to not pit.
He'll
to
drop back,
double stacking.
I think, P7, P8.
Yeah, I'd say P7. It's Your Boy here, and Purex changed positions, but that's mostly because of pit lane. A pit stop. But It's Your Boy here dives down the inside of Greeny and takes P3 from Greeny. What a wonderful move that was. Oh, but they have contact. And It's Your Boy here.
No,
slide.
It's your boy just got on the power of it too early. Virtual safety car. Well, that's good for Perks.
Indeed.
Comes out P6.
But we don't know what happened.
No, I'm trying to look now. No.
Weird that the VSC would come out. If it escalates to a full safety car, I'll be especially confused. But let's hope it doesn't for this race's sake, because this race has been flowing along rather nicely since that first safety car. Coco has a drive-through penalty for speeding under virtual safety car, which is very unfortunate. He might as well just go full speed around the whole track, because he's already got a penalty for it. Might as well just go for it, and at least try gain something out from his penalty. Showtime has gone up into P10. It still commands the fastest lap as of last time we checked. We haven't seen the fastest lap notification pop up, so as far as I'm concerned, Showtime still holds it. JDM and Showtime. Fanatical has a 5-second time penalty for speeding in pit lane. So Urban Growth takes back the net lead, but has a penalty over his head, which gives It's Your Boy here and Greeny a considerable chance in securing a victory here. It's going to be between these two, I feel, as we head into the closing stages of this race. Virtual safety car ends and DRS has been enabled.
I think Fanatical might get out ahead of Perks here.
Yeah, no, you're right. You're right. Fanatical gets ahead of Perks. Thing is, though, is that if I were them, if I was Fanatical, I'd let Perks through.
Yeah, because Perks has more pace.
Yeah, and doesn't have the penalty over his name. Coco serves another 5-second penalty for speeding in pit lane, whereas Stroke Race serves his penalty and has his front wing replaced. So the dreaded light green front wing for that wonderful looking Ferrari. Remember down in P11 there, No Kid down in P12. The gap between 10th and 11 is 30-something seconds, although it is now diminishing because Stroke Race has come out of the pit lane, and in fact, Rema gets ahead. I was not thinking that happened, but Coco now has a 10-second time penalty for corner cutting, so he's getting penalties like I grab cookies. He's just racking up those penalties, and that will unfortunately very likely send him to the very back of the grid. That's my theory.
Yeah.
Let's go and invite to
it's a very close gap. Top 3. Who's inviting you to Rocket League?
Morphe.
Morphe, you impatient swine. Just wait.
Just wait
15
7
minutes,
laps,
Morph.
mate. Go on. Wait
And
7.
then
mate.
interviews. Just wait, Morphin.
Just wait 7 laps in interviews. War Machine and Fanatical exchange places, although that's largely in... Oh, that was very risky there from Fanatical, but he keeps his place ahead of War Machine. I don't know what happened there. I don't know if War Machine pitted or not, but yeah, wow. Purex now gets ahead of War
Perks has
Machine.
got the job done.
Yep, gets ahead. JDM and Showtime exchange places. Going into turn 1 though, they are roughly side by side, although JDM keeps the mileage ahead. Let's see what Coco does, because Coco has to serve another pit penalty. We have a Showtime has spun. And the AlphaTauri and the Alpine are neck and neck, or in each other's DRS zones. Although Coco doesn't have DRS, or has opted to not enable it. Urban Growth has another 3-second penalty for multiple warnings. That's code for... We have a Williams that's spun. It's War Machine.
Doesn't have to get a pen and unless make up 7 seconds, so basically a second a lap.
Yep.
And he can get a podium here.
Yeah, War Machine has lost his front wing.
Yeah, has he? Oh no,
Yeah,
he was actually doing alright as well, up in P5, P6.
Well.
Yeah. Caden, all he has to do is sit behind Urban. Does not have to pass him for 6 laps, and
He
he's
doesn't want to do that though.
He's
looking down the inside, and I wouldn't necessarily pull off that risky of a move just quite yet. We've still got 7 laps left in this race. Showtime now has a 3-second penalty for multiple warnings. That's code for exceeding track limits. Apparently I'm got snaked on.
Goes to Urban's gone off.
Urban has gone off and has lost 2 positions from that.
Caden's in the race lead now.
And he's nearly out of Greeny's DRS tunnel.
Yeah.
The 2 McLarens though, you've got Purex being held up by Fanatical.
They're on neck and neck at the moment, yeah.
Yeah, there's no team orders at McLaren. Kind of odd because there wasn't really at the Italian Grand Prix either, actually. So JDM's out there in a lone 6th place. He is in a little bit of no man's land, actually. He's 15 seconds behind Purex, but is 9 seconds in front of Showtime. These two are getting very close, these 2 McLarens here. Go through the Ascara with little issues. Purex is catching up despite the dirty air impeding him a little bit. But we've got Greeny with DRS on the main straight. I think he'll try and make
a move this lap.
Yeah, I reckon he will too. He has
Greeny's been dumping ERS though.
Yeah, he still has plenty of it though. He isn't opting to activate his ERS though. He just wants to use the slipstream just to gain just a little bit more time on his rival in P1.
Oh, he's gone deep again.
He's gone deep again, but he's done alright. Oh, we've had an exchange of positions here between War Machine and Kirko. Kirko runs a little bit wide though, but still has DRS, so he has a chance to catch back up slowly. Got Stroke Race not far behind him in P11, and Ain't No Kids going through Lesmos 2. Completely cuts that corner. Does the rally line. Maybe he's preparing for a career in WRC. We'll find out at some point down the line. Greeny is still in the DRS zone, so he will gain DRS yet again.
Ain't No Kids got a pin. Oh, we had the exact same thought.
Yeah, I just saw that up there. I'm thinking, yeah, he got that at Ascari. Ascari is the hardest part of this track to avoid a penalty on. Just because there's so much momentum and you've got to get it exactly right. Because you've got curbs that will want to kill you. And if you go slightly wide exiting Ascari, you're going to get a warning or a penalty. Ugh. So Greeny is now just under 0.3 of a second behind your 2 boy here. It's all looking very close actually, because Greeny has a very real chance here of gaining the lead here. Although it won't be quite over yet. Bremer has now got another 3-second time penalty. So that leaves us with 4 cars without a single penalty. Half of them are taking up 2 of our podium places here. There's a bit of weaving going on there. Got a yellow flag at take 2. War Machine is now out of the race. Greeny gets in front of It's Your Boy here, but they stay along side by side. Greeny mounts the curb a little bit. So definitely not a lot of room was given. And it's a full-blown safety car.
It's just hard racing there.
Indeed, yeah. So yeah, War Machine crashed out the second.
I don't know where he's retired.
Turn 3, turn 4.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah. Stroke Race can
This will
definitely
help
gain quite a few
Caden out,
places
give
here.
them a couple laps.
Yeah,
Might
exactly.
be lap or so at the end, or it's just going to get tasty.
Oh, it absolutely will. We're going to have about at least 2 laps of safety car, and in that we are going to have quite a competitive race to bookend the Italian Div 3 race here tonight. Should be very interesting to see who pits as well, because I suspect quite a few of these cars have been out on their tyres for a while now. The two McLarens in particular have been running on the soft tyres for about 8 laps or more, and would probably really like to get some fresh rubber on. That's what she said. Anyway, Bremer pits, comes back out in P10 on a fresh pair of... let me change camera and find out. On softs. I don't know if it's a fresh pair, but it looks reasonably clean, so my assumption is it is indeed a fresh pair. Ain't No Kid pits for, I think, the 6th time this race. What's he going to change his tyres to? He does have a shot at points because he's the last of the runners, but is only in P11. And I can see soft tyres in the hands of the Williams pit crew. They're going onto the car. And he comes back out. He's still stuck. He's stuck there? Okay, now he's back out. Okay, I don't know what happened there. Something weird happened. But Greeny pitted as well. Along with It's Your Boy here. In all of that pit lane drama, he missed It's Your Boy here and Greeny pitting for soft tyres. And Perks, as a result, takes the lead. Just 3 laps. Not asking. Safety car might go in this lap, it might stay out for another. No matter what happens, it's going to be a very close battle for the podium places, let alone first place. There's the top 6 here, depending on when the safety car goes in, are at a real shot at victory here. I just saw your comment there on the Snapchat group chat.
Yeah, no, why was he added? Who added him? Oh yeah, Wolfie's dead, bro.
Yeah,
Wolfie's dead. Jokes, we all love Wolfie.
We all do, we all do. He's not an F1 guy.
But he's still part of the boys.
He's still part of the boys. I suspect if he was an F1 guy, though, he'd probably be a Ferrari fan. I suspect because he's an Arsenal fan in EPL, and Arsenal's disappointing, and so is Ferrari lately. Well, that means my cousin should be a Ferrari fan, but no, he likes Alpine. God, look how dirty. If you focus your camera on Bremer's car for a sec, you get to see just how dirty it is. That car has done a full rally course. It is that dirty right now. Don't know how many off-track incursions Bremer has had, but you know what? That's the definition of battle-tested or race-tested. That looks like it's just come out of the Turkish Grand Prix. Ain't No Kid down in P11 has actually been lapped by Purex. So you might only have 11 cars running, but we still have 1 car lapped.
Yeah. So it's gonna be another lap. Safety car probably coming this lap. It's 2 laps.
We have 2 laps.
Perks is
carnage.
Caden's got a shout this year.
Yeah, he
he's
does.
got a shout.
Top 3, the top 6, in my opinion, actually top 7 to be honest.
Perks
all
has
have a shout
1
at this.
warning. Caden has 2. Bree has 3. So one of them must be contact.
Yeah.
Urban's got a penalty. Fanatical's
Still in
got
podium
2
contention
warnings.
depending on what happens.
But yeah, like after that, there's
Oh.
heaps.
Did him take damage or was he just lagging out like a motherfucker? Nah, he's just lagging out. So it's a Mercedes leading, 2 Mercedes powered cars that are in the top 2, along with the pride of Italy, wait, hang on, it's the pride of America, oh, hang on a minute, it's the pride of Russia. Sorry, the pride of Russia, Haas. Safety car is in this lap. We have a 2-lap dash that will determine who scores points, who wins, and who takes home the podium places. This is going to be a very interesting last 2 laps of this race, I can say that much.
Yeah. Safety side. Oh, it's not in this lap. Oh, what?
We've been baited?
What is it?
No, it's going to cut in around about now if it does.
Yeah, it is.
I saw the thing. Yeah, I saw the thing say it was coming in this lap, so it is definitely coming in this lap. Purex He's checked out. He's already a second in front.
Nah, that's it. That's the race gone. That's the race gone. That's it. He's won. As long as he doesn't get
about that.
Peter, I think he's won. Well, he's already got nearly a second on those two. Those two are just going to fight the whole entire time. So
yeah,
he's already checked out.
Everyone is going through rather cleanly going into turn 1 and turn 2. Thankfully, there doesn't appear to be any contact whatsoever. Although Kirko does run a little bit wide, but battle for every points paying position is ongoing right now. It's your boy, he does catch up to Purex just a little. There's a 10th in it now. JDM and Greeny and Urban Growth. Oh, Greeny goes a little bit wide there because he was squeezed by Urban Growth, but keeps P3. And in fact, Urban Growth falls down to P6 after he falls behind Fanatical JDM. Although they're alongside each other going through Lesmos 2. JDM and oh dear, what's happening here? Showtime now gets ahead of JDM. JDM's fallen way back actually. JDM appears to have disconnected. But Urban Growth and Fanatical are still fighting for P4.
Perks has got this, he's just got basically one lap. He's checked out. Hayden's got to get a podium though.
Bremer and Kirko are looking like... Oh, no, never mind. I don't know what happened there with Bremer. But oh, Stroke Race is spun. And doesn't appear to have a front wing either in the process. So he doesn't have a front wing. He's going to have to box for that. Or he'll soldier that out. And take a singular point. It's a boy here doesn't have DRS. There's going to be no DRS actually. We're on the final lap of this race. And it's absolutely not over yet for the podium places. Because Fanatical is peering right behind Greeny for P3. He wants that podium place. And in fact, he gets a better exit. We've got cars running wide down turn 1. JDM, in fact, runs wide into the gravel trap at turn 1 and likely loses... Oh, he's got back on track. That's right.
Yeah, Perks got up. I think Caden's going to come second. The battle for P3 is not quite over yet.
It's absolutely not over yet. No,
not
I just
over.
Some front wing end plate though fly around, so I don't know who caused that.
Showtime. JDM's lagging like a mofo.
Yeah, JDM is lagging hardcore. We've got Showtime has no front wing whatsoever. So something happened to Showtime.
I think he might have been brake checked by Laggy McGee.
Yeah, no, I suspect so too. Actually, given
Perks takes it nice and easy through there.
So second sky, good yellow flag. Good yellow flag. I'm not sure what for, but it is there. I suspect it's for the slow-moving Showtime, whose front wing damage has severely limited his speed. But the speed has not been the issue for this man. He was about to cross the line in P1. Purex
That's my
crosses the
driver
line.
right there. P1.
Takes P1. It's your boy, he takes P2. And Greeny holds on for P3 with Fanatical in P4. See, penalties
Urban
adjust.
P5, JDM P6 at the moment.
Showtime might take P6.
Showtime P7, Bremer P8, Kirko P9. Oh no, Striker P9, Kirko P10, because Kirko had 21 seconds pins.
Yeah, he's taking a lot of penalties there. Ain't no kid. Sadly, is lapped and in 11th. Does Stroker take points? I believe he did take points. Fanatical just misses out on a podium. But round of applause to Purex there. He did amazing to he handled that restart marvelously. Just took it into his own hands and never looked back. Skip the podium ceremony there because we're going to invite the drivers on board. The top three. Your top three are Purex in the McLaren, Caden in the Mercedes, and Greeny in the Haas. Below them are Fanatical in P4, under a second behind Greeny. Urban Growth rounds out P5 quite nicely. JDM P6, Showtime with P7 and the fastest lap. So congratulations, Showtime, you get the shirt. You win that shirt with a convincing 122.1 as the fastest lap. Bremer is behind him in P9, or P8, sorry. Stroker is in P9, and Kirko rounds out the point scoring places in P10 for Alpine. I'll let you handle the interviews, Pinju.
Okay, I'll just get all the boys in here.
Yeah, let's get all the boys on board.
Alright, so who else do we need? Perks. I can get in there, your dog. And then we need Greeny.
And Greeny. Retirements from this race were War Machine, Salty, Umberbird, McNeils, and Goffey. They all retired at various stages in the races.
Take a screenshot for Matt. All the boys are in here now. So I can connect. The lads. Alright, boys. So include your audios, please. Alright, once we've all done that, we'll get started with P3. Main man Greeny, alright? So just let me know when you're done, boys.
Yeah.
Yeah, alright. So Greeny, mate, it's a bit of an up and down race. You're mainly up in the top what, like 5, pretty much the whole race. You know, there's a few hairy moments on there. You look pretty good in the sprint. Looked like it was pretty good. We round all pretty good. I can't speak. The round looked pretty good for the whole thing for you, mate.
Yeah, the
There we
whole
go,
time.
over there.
The
Yeah,
whole
so
time tonight, you looked really good. You looked
how
really
did
good.
how was it like from your perspective? I can't speak tonight, eh?
You're alright, mate. You're alright.
Yeah, yeah. Nah, but yeah, that looked pretty good. It was a pretty good battle between you and Cade. You know, there's a few hairy moments there, but you both gave good respect. It was good hard racing and whatnot, and yeah, becoming a regular up here in the podium. You know, getting good results. So I reckon since Muck Ping's been moved to Div 2 now, you're going to be up there fighting for the championship, mate. So I reckon it's going to be pretty good. Alrighty,
Absolutely.
on to Caden, the people's champ. It's your boy, mate. P2. How are you feeling, mate? Tell us about your race, mate.
Well, we started off the session with a bad qualifying, got disqualified. So yeah, it was all downhill from there. Then DNF'd in the sprint race, so that set me out in the back again because I got a really good start. So it was really just down to this race, and yeah, like Greeny said, that's our last safety car at the end really messed us both up because we both start fighting for the top spot, and yeah, it was a good battle going. Plenty of laps we were going out for. I did get the elbows out a bit because I knew it was a top win, could have been my first win in league racing, but yeah, that safety car really messed us up. But nah,
Yeah.
That win will come one day, mate. You've done really well. You've done really well so far.
Yeah, you'll get it, mate. I reckon pair free Friday, mate. Yeah, pair free Friday, eh? I reckon you'll be up for the win, mate. Yeah, nah, good drive from the back of the grid. Alrighty. Now to the main man, the guy. Mod Haas driver at OC Perks, mate. P1 race win. How you feeling, mate? You know how I'm feeling, mate.
Feeling amazing. You know,
How's the race, mate?
From how was it, mate? Starting
I guess
P1.
quali, quali I did
Yeah.
alright, got in, into P2 with no ERS, so my tyres were screwed. And then going into the sprint, I got, what was it, Showtime. Got him into one of the chicanes and then started on pole. And then, yeah, the race went, I guess, fairly well for me. I kind of got screwed over with the drive-through because, you know, safety cars suck. but
Yeah.
Yeah. Come back in
Not
the
gonna
end.
lie, I was a bit upset when I saw that, and then
Yeah.
when you didn't pit after the first safety car, and I was like, oh no, and then you said the pit, I was like, oh no, and then Fanatical was kind of like,
Yeah.
not really, he was kind of like racing you. I'm like, just get the hell out the way,
Yeah.
you idiot. Like, what the
We were
fuck
in game
second
chat.
anyway.
I said,
But,
I said, when I get close, just let me through because I'm faster.
Yeah,
But,
yeah,
yeah.
you've been fastest all like the whole round
seconds,
basically. I reckon you would have had pole if you had ERS on your tyres were
Yeah.
half as good as what they were. So
It was less than a tenth. It was really close between me. Showtime,
yeah,
actually.
it was really close. Yeah,
Got a
Showtime
pretty,
had a bit of a
pretty mean overtake
bad
on
weekend. Yeah, after that it all went downhill for poor Showtime.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
yeah, so P1.
Still got
mate.
fastest lap though in the t-shirt, so.
Yeah, so that's
I
at
was
least
gonna
you'll
try
be able to
that.
take a
I
positive
was
from
trying
that.
that, but
Nah,
I was like
P1's
2
more
tenths
important,
off.
mate.
Yeah.
Like P1 on Saturdays, P2, mate. Easy dub, P1,
Yeah.
P2, easy dub. Alrighty, well, that's it for round whatever it is of I
It's
think
8,
8.
yeah, round 8
Yeah,
of Div 3.
Yeah,
Nice.
we'll be back.
Breakthrough.
No, I think we're on a break next week. I think for Melbourne Cup week, or there
Yeah,
might be
that's
Div
fair
1,
enough, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
right.
or it's just Div 1. I don't know. I'll get clarification, but we might be on a break next week. So
We'll
if
find out
not,
for everyone.
we'll see you at Singapore, is it? Yeah, Singapore, eh?
Yeah.
I think the next one. I think it is. Yeah, we'll see you next week or the week after. Alrighty. Thank you everyone for joining in tonight. I hope you enjoyed the stream. And check out Div Tier 4, which is starting tomorrow for OCE. You've got the main mans themselves, Stu Daff and Rapid Black, commentating that. So that's going to be cracker. And then Tier 3 OCE on Friday.
F2 Tier 2, you definitely want to watch the Tier 2 race on Saturday and then Tier 1 OCE on Sunday. Alrighty guys, well thank you for joining. Hope everyone enjoyed the stream and we'll see you next time. Cheers, thank you.